Healing from past wounds and overcoming deep-seated insecurities often begins by revisiting our past experiences. Many doubts we carry into adulthood stem from childhood misunderstandings, false beliefs about our worth and how others saw us. Reminding our younger selves that our value isn't tied to others' approval helps build resilience. This idea aligns with Stoic philosophy, which teaches that our worth is based on our ability to think and reason, rather than on changing opinions or unpredictable circumstances. This process isn't just about healing, it's about becoming stronger. By affirming your worth to your past self, you reinforce your confidence in the present. While your past has shaped you, it does not have to define you. Every moment of self-acceptance and understanding brings you closer to emotional freedom, where your sense of self comes from within, not from external validation. We all have traits we've been taught to see as flaws, our appearance, voice, or mannerisms. These insecurities often come from outside influences, but Stoicism teaches that while we can't control external factors, we can control our perceptions. We have the power to change how we see what we once considered imperfections. Imagine redefining what you've always viewed as a weakness. For example, if you felt insecure about your height, instead of hiding it, see it as a unique part of you. Rather than feeling ashamed, embrace it as something that makes you distinctive. Telling yourself, "My height is part of who I am and I accept it," can shift your perspective and rewrite the story you've carried for years. Stoicism encourages us to separate our worth from things beyond our control, such as others' opinions, and instead focus on our virtues and actions. This shift allows us to turn perceived weaknesses into strengths. Instead of seeing a trait as a flaw, we can recognize it as a defining characteristic, something to own with pride. This transformation isn't about ignoring challenges, but about changing how we approach them. By reinterpreting what we once saw as disadvantages, we build a stronger, more confident self-image. Accepting our differences creates a lasting sense of self-worth that isn't easily shaken by outside opinions. Over time, this process fosters deep self-acceptance, making our confidence more resilient. Throughout this journey, self-compassion is essential. How often do we check in with ourselves without judgment? Self-compassion means offering ourselves the same kindness, forgiveness, and support we'd give a close friend. Progress isn't always linear, and setbacks are a natural part of growth. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, and one of the most powerful things we control is our thoughts about ourselves. The Stoics encourage observing our thoughts without being consumed by them, allowing us to respond with understanding rather than harshness. This approach fosters growth as we accept our humanity and learn from our experiences. Setbacks are normal. It's okay to make mistakes, feel uncertain, or fall short of our own expectations. By forgiving ourselves, we create space for growth. Just as important is celebrating small victories. Each step forward, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that we are worthy of care and respect. Committing to self-compassion transforms our inner dialogue, making us more resilient in the face of challenges. It shifts our mindset from self-criticism to self-understanding, helping us navigate difficulties with calmness and confidence. It's a way of silencing the harsh inner critic that often dictates our actions. By embracing this compassionate perspective, we not only improve our well-being, but also deepen our ability to extend kindness to others. This journey of healing, transformation, and self-compassion isn't a quick fix, it's a lifelong commitment. But through Stoic principles, we cultivate resilience, inner peace, and empowerment. Every step forward strengthens our foundation, making us more secure, authentic, and capable of facing life's challenges with wisdom and grace. Living authentically is one of the most important steps on the path to self-love and acceptance. Stoicism teaches us to free ourselves from societal expectations and instead live according to our true nature. This involves making choices that reflect our core values, no matter the external pressures or norms. It's about being true to yourself, whether that means dressing in what makes you comfortable or speaking your truth without fear of judgment. For example, if you feel happiest wearing pajamas at a party, then why not do it? It's a small choice that represents a larger commitment to prioritizing your preferences over social expectations that don't benefit you. By choosing authenticity, you not only empower yourself, but also attract people who value and love the real you. It's not just about making friends, it's about creating an environment that reflects your values and personality, allowing you to build deeper and more meaningful relationships. Living authentically also sends a strong message to yourself and others about your self-worth. It boosts your self-esteem by showing that you live in line with your values and beliefs, regardless of outside judgment. Stoicism reminds us that authenticity is not only about what feels good in the moment, but about acting in accordance with a rational and virtuous self. It means having clarity of purpose, staying true to personal integrity, and deeply understanding your desires and dislikes. Living authentically also brings more peace into your life. When you're not torn between who you are and who you think you should be, the inner conflict disappears and calm takes its place. Stoicism values inner peace, and by being true to ourselves, we naturally align our actions with our values. This leads to fulfillment and allows us to express ourselves more genuinely in every part of life. Furthermore, living authentically is not selfish. It is an act of self-respect. When we honor our needs and preferences, we establish clear standards for how we engage with the world. This opens the door to more rewarding experiences and relationships. By staying true to ourselves, we build a life based on personal integrity and virtue, as the Stoics encouraged. Step 6 in the journey of self-love is understanding that self-love is not a quick solution, but an ongoing process. It requires patience, consistency, and mindfulness. Just as the Stoics practice their virtues every day, the path to self-love calls for daily effort and dedication. Some days it will feel easy, and other days it will be challenging. But this is part of the process. Growth is rarely linear, and both successes and struggles are part of the journey. Following Stoic principles helps us stay grounded. The Stoics taught resilience in adversity, focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses. This helps us stay steady even when our self-esteem is challenged by the world. It doesn't mean ignoring our feelings or hardships, but facing them with courage and using them as opportunities for reflection and growth. The Stoic mindset also teaches us to appreciate every experience, including difficulties. Each challenge on the road to self-love is a chance to practice virtues like patience, kindness, and self-compassion. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, we learn to view them as opportunities to become stronger and wiser. In this way, self-love is not about fleeting moments of happiness, but about building the strength to face life with grace and wisdom. Committing to self-love means making it a daily habit, through small affirmations, self-care, or speaking kindly to ourselves in tough moments. Each positive step reinforces the belief that we deserve love and respect, creating a strong foundation of self-love that supports us through life's highs and lows. In the end, this journey is personal and changes over time. With perseverance and the resilience taught by Stoicism, we can develop a lasting, fulfilling relationship with ourselves. This not only brings peace of mind, but also enhances how we interact with others and approach life. When we love ourselves authentically, we open the way to a richer, more meaningful life. As we move forward, remember that Stoic wisdom is more than ancient philosophy. It is a practical guide for living with dignity, resilience, and self-compassion. By embracing these lessons, we can live with integrity and wisdom, helping both ourselves and those around us to grow in authenticity and strength.